Here's to whiskey kisses, the peaty taste of sin.
Greetings, Whisky Folk, and welcome back to Drinking Out Loud. My name is Adam Bradshaw, and we are gathered here today to give an official Whisky Folk review to the Unchill Filtered Collection Signatory Vintage Craigellachie, bottled exclusively for Whisky Folk. That's us. This is our exclusive single cask Craigellachie. We liked this whiskey so much we bought the whole cask. Yeah, if you want to learn more about that, there's a link to a video which goes into greater detail about this whiskey and my initial reaction to it. Link in the description and at the end of this video. So this is going to be a shorter, sweeter video because I'm not going to go into too much depth because I don't want to repeat myself too much on YouTube. You might get bored of me. But I do want to give you an update of what I think of this whiskey and our club members' impressions and the official score. So, in case you haven't seen it before, it's a 2009 16-year first fill sherry hogshead coming out at 62.3% alcohol. It is glorious. I absolutely love this whiskey. But not everyone did. We did something we've never done before, where we offered the pre-order price and we actually had a tasting the day before the launch tasting. And people that tasted it got the pre-order price. And I will have to admit, there was one person that pre-ordered a bottle who asked for a refund because it wasn't what they were expecting. Because, I don't know, maybe they thought it was going to be a bigger, bolder, more worm-tubby, meaty style of Craigellachie. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there's other reasons going into it as well. But I'm going to be completely honest and say we did get someone who didn't really like it. But, on the flip side, a lot of people absolutely loved this whiskey. And, you know, that's great. Not every whiskey is for every person, and that's perfectly okay. Yeah, this isn't a standard Craigellachie because it's not an official bottling, and that's kind of the whole point of independently bottled whiskey, is to show a different side of a distillery. This isn't the style of Craigellachie that they would put in their official 17, 13, or 23-year-old whiskies that they release. It's just not, and that's perfectly fine. That's okay. It's still good. I think flavour profile-wise, this has way more in common with older Craigellachie releases than younger. And 16 is not young by any stretch of the imagination, but this feels like a mid-20s Craigellachie. It doesn't feel like old and dignified in that sense of the SNWS profile, but it does have this wonderful tropical characteristic which comes through strongly in Craigellachies later on. And it's mature beyond its years a little bit, this one. It's shed that worm tub flavour and taken on that tropical flavour a little earlier than most would. And yeah, right there on the nose, I'm getting those candied pineapple notes that I just keep getting. And weirdly today, salt and vinegar chips. Don't know where that comes from. Maybe I'm just hungry for salt and vinegar chips. Oh my god, I've been in Canada so long, I'm calling them chips. Crisps. Don't think I'm not British. I still call them crisps usually. Here's a question for you from people joining us from the UK. Salt and vinegar chips, crisps, whatever you call them. Blue packet or green packet? Which one is it? I swear it always used to be the blue packet, but last time I went back to the UK, they had salt and vinegar in a green packet, and I'm very confused by that. Is that one of these Berenstain Bears things? Am I misremembering? Yeah, it's very odd. Yeah, gorgeous Craigellachie. Like I said, it still has those key sherry cask characteristics you expect. It's still, prune, plum, got some coffee, some chocolate in there. But that lovely sort of fermented pineapple note coming through, which I absolutely loved when I first tried it, still definitely there for me. All right, so let's get to the score. This is an interesting score because it's been revised already. Sometimes in Whisky Folk we'll go back to a whiskey and we'll do it again and it'll get a new score because maybe the batch has changed, maybe the people have changed, and that's fine. This time, however, we've only had it in one tasting, but the score's already been revised because something happened that has never happened before. I got someone who contacted me and said they felt really bad about the score that they left on the day of the tasting because they took their bottle home and they had it again and they liked it so much more when they got home, potentially because of the whiskey that was right before it, which it was, if you've not seen the video yet, yeah, there's a video of a 25-year-old Glenlivet, and yeah, that is going to be a bloody good whiskey, and will probably affect how you feel about the next whiskey you have, and that's fair. And they asked if it was too late to revise their score, and I hadn't actually fully put it up. I put it on the website, but I hadn't actually made it public yet. So I did actually think, yeah, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. I deliberated over it. And then a second person did the same thing. And I thought, well, if it was just one person, I might have just ignored it. But if two people are saying they both feel bad for not scoring it higher, yeah, I'll listen to them. So the score, because of that, jumped. Originally it was a 4.5, and now the official Whisky Folk score, because of the two revisions, is a 4.6, which is a very sturdy score, and actually exactly the same as our North British got, which is kind of cool. So both of our current exclusive single cask signatories that we bought the whole cask of ended up scoring the same score, but very different flavour profiles, because as you might have guessed, this first fill sherry cask whiskey, yeah, fits into our rich and round flavour category. And if you haven't seen our wheel, there you go. Rich and round, you're going to have dates, plums, red wine, raisins, molasses, that kind of flavour profile. Yeah, that's exactly what you'd expect from that. It is available right now. The pre-order price is gone because it's not a pre-order, it's on the shelf now. It's officially launched. But because it's on this video and because we had it in the tasting, it is a featured price, so you can pick it up at 10% off for a limited time. Regular price is $166 even, which means the sale price is $149.40, which puts this at, again, less than $10 a year, which I've mentioned before was the golden aim that people had for this style of cask strength Scotch when I started at the Strath 10 years ago. So seeing that value again now is unheard of. This is an insanely good value whiskey, the perfect present for Christmas for anyone who really likes those big sherry bomb whiskies. If you've got a Mortlock Macallan fan in your sphere and you want to get them something unique and interesting that is just such a good value, this is a great bottle. It will, of course, be featured at the Victoria Whisky Festival. You can come and try this on the Saturday night tasting, and we'll have it at the pop-up store. So if you do want to try before you buy, that is your best bet. Tickets are available for the Victoria Whisky Festival in a very limited quantity. We've got some leftover packages at strathliquor.com right now, /VWF. It'll take you right there. It's on the Whisky Folk page. And yeah, so pre-built packages are available right now. Come to the festival. It's incredible. I'll see you guys on the next video. Which one am I going to have next? Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time I recorded the 25-year-old Glenlivet. All right. See you there.